Pet foods begin to add insect protein as an alternate protein. Electric vehicles gain traction in commercial fleets. Sainsbury's launches an EV charging business at its grocery locations. Predictions for sustainable beauty and cosmetics in 2024. And Globe Collaborative reaches a refillable household goods milestone and discusses consumer engagement. All on this week's edition of Sustainable Life 5 in 5. My take on 5 highlights from the world of sustainable living, all in under 5 minutes. Hi everyone, and welcome to Sustainable Life 5 in 5 here on my Sustainable Life channel. I am Douglas Sabo, or at Green Living Doug, across the social media channels. So great to be back with you. This is episode 17 in this weekly series, and it's a weekly series that gives my take on 5 highlights from the world of sustainable living, curated from the Sustainable Life blog. This is a blog at greenlivingdoug.com that has near daily posts about different activities in sustainability and sustainable living. So go ahead and check that out at greenlivingdoug.com. Also, if you like content like this around sustainable living, highlights and progress, go ahead and like and subscribe, share the news with others. Also, you'll get notified as new content is uploaded. And as usual, please, down in the comments, share your takes on this week's highlights or any other highlights that you want to share in the world of sustainable living. Now, before we get started with the 5 highlights in my new segment of Before I Get Started, this week coming up is the GreenBiz 2024 Summit, the annual convening of thousands. I think there's over 2,500 registrants, if not more, who will all be gathered in Phoenix to talk about corporate sustainability, consumer sustainability, sustainable living, a whole variety of topics. And what I want to do, just for a moment, highlight 4 topics that I'm looking forward to in the space of sustainable living. 4 particular sessions, so if you do happen to be there or can follow along after, these are 4 that I found really intriguing. 1, how social media influencers change hearts and minds. This will be a session focused on how influencers, content creators, and others can help catalyze sustainable change, featuring Futera, In the Loop AI, and others, talking about addressing the intention action gap. On the second day, 2 sessions to mention. 1, influencing sustainable habit change through innovative product design and communication. A sponsored session from P&G, sharing their insights and lessons around product and packaging design, communication, partnerships, all toward adoption of sustainable behaviors. The other one that day, under the umbrella of sustainable living, as I see it, is one called Making the Case for Re-commerce. For those of you who follow this channel or the blog, know that re-commerce has been a frequent topic for a number of years now, covered on the blog. At this session, we'll be hearing from Trove, REI, Worldly, and others about how re-commerce is both beneficial to companies' carbon footprints and to their bottom lines. And then finally, the session on the 3rd day of the summit that I'll be looking forward to is called Under the Influence, Sustainable Consumer Behavior. This will include frontline stories about how different brands and companies are making sustainable choices easier and more attainable. So speakers there include P&G again, Futera, Future, Starbucks, and the National Retail Federation. So a lot of friends on the speaker list across these different sessions. Really looking forward to it. GreenBiz 2024 taking place this coming week. Hopefully I'll have a chance to share with you some of my take on what was shared during the event this week. Okay, let's go ahead and turn to the highlights. So this week, the Sustainable Life blog, as usual, covered 5 themes. This week's 5 themes were pets and pet care, mobility, specifically electric vehicles adoption, food, and with a spotlight on grocery, beauty and personal care, and finally, home and design. So I've gone ahead and pulled out 5 highlights that really stood out to me. Doesn't mean these are the only highlights of the week, but let's go ahead and run them. As usual, let's hope I can nail the 5 minutes again. A lot to get through today, so let's go ahead and start the clock. Okay, highlight number 1. Reduced carbon pet food. So this was a piece in Trend Hunter focused on a number of new announcements around reduced carbon dog foods. This particular one focused on pet foods using insect proteins as an alternate protein. And in particular, this piece focused on the sustainable pet startup Good Buddy, who debuted the Globe Buddy Brown premium dog food that does use insect protein, specifically black soldier fly larvae. This product also includes one of the first third-party verified carbon footprints of the dog food. And so according to the piece, why are we talking about insect protein? Well, it has an opportunity to support overall health of the pet, of the dogs, and well-being. It's also good for those dogs with sensitive digestive systems and has a reduced environmental footprint. I chose it. Huge number of households in the US and around the world have pets. Pet food uses anywhere from 15 to 30% of rendered animal protein. And so as we talk about sustainability of animal protein with alternates, this is an important one to include as well. So check that out. Okay, highlight 2, EVs in the commercial fleet area. 2 highlights in the world of electric vehicles being used in commercial fleets. First, a piece around Rivian Automotive providing commercial vans and R1 trucks to AT&T's fleet to help cut carbon emissions and improve safety. This actually builds on an existing partnership between AT&T and Rivian. The second piece is a partnership between Canoo and the US Postal Service. The USPS, the Postal Service, is going to start with purchasing 6 battery electric Canoo vehicles. This is part of the Postal System's delivery fleet electrification and modernization program. Canoo also is working with the state of Oklahoma to bring Canoo vehicles to the state's fleet as well. Why did I choose? So much focus on personal vehicles and consumer adoption of electric vehicles. Commercial fleets are a significant portion of vehicles in use, and this is a great place to drive innovation and adoption and learn lessons through fleet adoption of electric vehicles. So thank you and congratulations Rivian, AT&T, Canoo, Postal Service, and others. Highlight 3, grocery retailers enabling EV adoption. So continuing on the EV theme, in sustainable food, we often talk about food and packaging and plant-based food in grocery retailers, but this week I picked this highlight that looks broader than that. So this is coverage of the grocery retailer Sainsbury's, and they have recently launched a new EV charging business. It's called Smart Charge, and will initially operate 750 ultra-rapid, charging bays in the grocery stores' parking lots by the end of the year. It also highlighted in this piece Sainsbury's own research that showed that EV drivers are frustrated with the slow speed of EV charging. Also, in many locations, they just wait and do nothing while charging. And so the importance of a shopping location, a cafe or others, to remove friction and drive EV adoption. So congratulations to Sainsbury's on this launch. I think a number of other grocery retailers will be looking at these opportunities as well. Highlight number 4, sustainable cosmetics predictions. This was a piece on the Happy website that focused on 2024 predictions for sustainable cosmetics provided by Ecovia Intelligence. These are predictions that cover the gamut of sustainability topics in the beauty and cosmetics sector. Products with sustainable attributes are being seen as expanding. Products like shampoo bars, waterless products, ethical labels will grow. Plant-based cosmetics, to highlight that Body Shop recently had its entire product range certified as vegan. Deforestation-free ingredients, and of course packaging. So much focus on the sustainability of packaging in the beauty industry, alternative materials, reductions in packaging, use of resale, recyclability, compostability, and others. Check that out for some of the predictions. And last but not least, highlight number 5, refillable household goods milestone. This is an interview in Fast Company with Lucy Leahy, the general manager at Grove Collaborative, and a recent announcement from Grove that they've sold over 20 million refillable products, one of their signature innovations. Who is Grove Collaborative? It's a company that offers over 200 personal care and household brands on their e-commerce site, focusing on curating and selling that good for the planet and good for you brands. Why did I choose this? So many great messages from Grove on this around sustainability. You don't have to sacrifice to have a sustainable household. It's a journey. We've done ourselves a disservice by expecting perfection from consumers, so we have to stop doing this. Brands have a role to show the path forward, show realistic steps, and we have to meet the consumers where they are. There's deep green consumers, and then there's broader climate aware. Okay, check that out, 5 minutes there. Really looking forward to your take on these, so go ahead in the comment section. Provide your feedback on what you thought of these 5 highlights. Is it feedback on the EVs and the grocery retailers, EVs and commercial fleets? Do you have feedback on the pet food industry and the sustainability efforts, including this insect protein? Or or any of the thoughts from Grove Collaborative that are shared in that piece. So if you do want to find the links to all these original articles, go ahead to the Sustainable Life blog at greenlivingdoug.com, and there you can find the daily posts, and then you can find the live links to each underneath. So with that, please share the comments, but also if you like this content, like and subscribe so that you will know and others can also experience this content. Thank you again for joining me. I'll be coming to you from GreenBiz throughout the week, so looking forward to that. I'm Douglas Sabo, or at Green Living Doug across the social media channels. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time.